I have decided to marshal my thoughts. From now on, I shall think neat thoughts in neat formations. I shall at last set my mind in order. I shall think purposeful and well-drilled thoughts, battalions of thoughts that know exactly where they're going and exactly how to get there. No more scruffy and undisciplined thoughts turned out sloppily on parade again. I want thoughts with buttons that sparkle, thoughts that stand straight-backed at attention, thoughts with boots so shiny that I can see my own reflection in them, my shiny, new reflection. For this new neatness in my thoughts will of course be reflected in my outward appearance. People will look at me and say, "Look, there is a man with a mind like a parade ground and thoughts like a crack commando unit, thoughts that deserve medals." Yes, I shall have thoughts that deserve medals. All of my thoughts will deserve the DCM at least, because thoughts which do not deserve medals will not be admitted. Thoughts which do not deserve medals will be shot. I'm going to sort out the men thoughts from the boy thoughts and give the boy thoughts all a thorough lesson in growing up. I'm going to learn to tell the sheep thoughts from the goat thoughts and then get rid of both. Neither sheep nor goats being suitable recruitment material for the mental army of tomorrow. Sheep are woolly-minded cowards, and goats are notorious for their lack of discipline, and neither are shiny. Any sheep or goats found inside my mind will be expelled, and a 200mm exclusion zone will be set up, within which all thoughts will be vigorous, healthy, neat, disciplined, and totally un-sheep-like and un-goat-like. Some people do not mind having minds full of sheep-like and goat-like thoughts. Some people just let their thoughts wander all over the place for most of the time. Thoughts wandering like herds of sheep and goats, grazing uncontrolled and eating almost anything. Thoughts that follow each other all over the show with no thought for where the first thought is leading them. Rogue thoughts roaming at large and devouring things they oughtn't be devouring just now. Devouring things they oughtn't be devouring at all. Trousers, for example. Everyone knows that goat-like thoughts will eat trousers at the slightest provocation. Even razor-wire sharp starched creases offer no protection from roaming goat-like thoughts, and the trousers are mercilessly attacked and devoured. Once proud trousers reduced to mere food for goat-like thoughts. And then the chickens. Chicken thoughts pecking everywhere and leaving chicken shit all over the parade ground. Butterfly thoughts fluttering in aimless abandon, and badger thoughts galloping all over the parade ground. Badger thoughts building sets to live in the do not walk on grass and kicking up the earth like it was all some sort of game. Some people have minds not like a parade ground at all. Minds instead like a cross between a farmyard and a jungle. Minds full of chicken thoughts squawking everywhere amongst the wandering sheep thoughts and rooting badger thoughts. Butterfly thoughts fluttering all around the terrible trouser-eating goat thoughts. What can you do with someone who has a mind like a free-range menagerie? People with so much thought space taken up by thoughts that needn't be there at all. If people like that ever do have a useful idea, it's as likely as not it's not even the one they were looking for in the first place. How can anyone develop a strategy for life with all this free-range animal liberation stuff going on in their head all the time? How can I plan the tactics of tomorrow with a head full of wildlife circus? I have decided to marshal my thoughts immediately. From now on, I shall think neat thoughts in neat formations, badgers and goats permitting. I shall at last set my mind in order, sheep and butterflies permitting, and depending on the chickens. I have decided to marshal my thoughts immediately. as soon as things quieten down a little.